I'll move. Okay, we'll call the Information Technology Committee to order. Welcome, everyone. First, we have the minutes for March 25th, 2025. I have a motion. Sam second. Any discussions? All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion passes. Next, we have our projects report.
So for the projects report, we had a couple of projects come to completion. One really long-standing one, which is the camera upgrade over at the law enforcement center, as well as the Whitehall substation expansion up there. I don't know if anyone has any questions on that report.
You mean expansion to Whitehall, or did you take the Whitehall substation and expand it again?
No, so the Whitehall wasn't an expansion. It was the sheriff's office took
Right.
on the Whitehall.
Yeah.
And we had to put tech up there to support
Oh,
the
just,
sheriff's office.
okay.
Yeah, I have neglected to remember, Brett, did that come in ready budget, or do we have to go over budget, or was it?
For the Whitehall, it came in just about right at budget.
Otherwise, good.
Yep, right where it needed to be. No questions on that one? The next one is the
Ticketing.
ticketing report, yeah. Anybody have any questions on that report?
On the phishing stats.
Yep, for the cybersecurity.
Yeah, I mean, it's looking pretty good.
It is. I think our training is doing a good job on that. So for the cybersecurity report, I don't know if there's any specific questions on this, but I do have one cybersecurity thing I wanted to bring up since we're here.
Sure.
It's not on the report. It was something that actually just came up this morning, but I just wanted to send it out because I think we're gonna have, the cybersecurity officer may send out an email to everyone just so they have the information. But there's a very convincing Google spoof that's going around right now. And it's so convincing, it probably would have fooled most of us. I mean, they really, I don't really know for sure the technology. I haven't had a chance to dig in how they're doing what they're doing, but it passes the tests to get spam filters. It comes from an email address that looks like a real Google email address and says that they, it's a different kind of a spoof where they're saying that they have a subpoena for your information and it comes in with all your other alerts. And so just be on the lookout for anything and question it. And, you know, these days I would say, don't click on any links, you know, that are in emails, even if you think they're legitimate, go to the site on your own, log in, but avoid links in emails if you can. Because this has been proven to be a credential harvester. So I just wanted to bring that up.
Back to the ticketing report. I highlighted 5 and there's all high numbers, like there's 89 hours, like for alternative sentencing. Is that because there was some upgrade or some work being done there, or is that just problem?
Yeah, so, no, there's work on that side. So they have all custom databases down there. And so it's the beginning of the year and Melissa has a bunch of stuff that she does with their databases down there.
And see, personnel was 96, another high one. Is that the same thing?
No, so similar. Personnel, we have 2 projects going on right now that are software related projects. We have the new timekeeping software that we're working on, as well as the new HR software that we're implementing for them.
Okay. Thank you.
The other
Question? Okay, and we'll move on to 2024 budget transfers.
Yep, I actually don't need that item anymore, so I
Okay.
apologize, but I worked with Al and Brian and we were able to sort through all of that.
All right, that's good news.
Yeah.
Any other business? Okay, well.
I would like to say thank you to Terry, because you actually, well, at the Friday board meeting, I heard a couple of supervisors talking about the .gov website having to be, address having to be up. I know I'd seen it somewhere, and I couldn't find it anywhere. I went through and I Googled all the stuff that I had and searched everything that I had. I couldn't find it. And so I did I called Terry and she was able to find it for me, get it to me, so we were able to get started on it. And I appreciate that, because I don't know the source I got it from originally, but I got it. I don't know how I did with it, but frankly, so.
And another point on that is, in case anyone isn't aware, the deadline had been May 7th. It changed to September now, sometime in September, I think, that you have to do it. The challenge we're finding, quite frankly, is finding a company to host it. Because a lot of companies that host like .org, if you have that, won't do .gov because of the extra security features they have to have. And the second thing is, you're gonna pay a lot more. And I think Sue can speak a little to that because you actually made them.
And then it's an annual expense,
Yeah,
so your budget becomes lighter.
yes,
It's safer. We've been trying to do it by phase, and next phase is the planning. Because you can't just afford to do it. So, it's a baby steps, but now we have till September, so that makes me feel better.
Yeah.
but it still takes a while just to get that .gov designation. And then, finding a firm, getting it implemented, so on. So you haven't started it, you really wanna start it now. Dave?
Question, Terry. Can you redirect your current website to the .gov?
Yeah, you certainly can. Yep, once you have it all set up, it's just that would just be a DNS record entry. So absolutely. Yeah, and I thank you, Sam, for bringing that up because I don't receive that correspondence. So it was interesting to me to learn that. So if any of you guys need some assistance or some consultation, we can't do the actual moves for you, but I'd be happy to help with information or those kind of things.
I host mine with GoDaddy.
Yeah.
GoDaddy, I worked with them, so I figured out, they showed me how to redirect it, and now I gotta get more intelligent how to do it.
Yeah, I
So
can,
still, if I say, if they put in Washington, New York, .org, it's all gonna go the same place.
yeah, if you need any help with DNS records, that's something we could probably help you with.
Okay.
That's not super timely or anything, and, as long as you have the logins for your records, we can definitely,
Okay.
something we've done a lot of, so. Yeah, that's no problem to do redirects.
So Dave, you work with GoDaddy?
GoDaddy, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, there's a bunch of,
We're
local vendors, as well as, we could always give you the vendor we use for our website as
Yeah.
well.
it might be good to, let us know,
Yeah,
and you can make up a list of vendors.
yeah, and I would definitely encourage, to look at not only the website, but your email, for all the towns that are out there, because, that way you're not on Gmail or Yahoo or Hotmail personal email addresses. It'd be a great time to set up 365 on the new .gov domains if you don't have it already. It's not a huge expense, you could start off fresh and get it there out of the gate. And then any supervisors that come in behind you would just continue, with the email that you already have set up, so you don't have to worry about, the personal accounts or anything.
And GoDaddy also hosts Microsoft emails for you.
Yeah, you could do 365 with them, yeah.
Charlie and then Dave.
So maybe this is or isn't the right place to bring it up, but I don't know what the bandwidth you have. There's 17 towns, all
Yeah.
a little different. It would be nice to get a survey of what our needs are and it could be a lot better for it to be a sub-service under your organization.
So we definitely plan on it. We were planning on it for sooner rather than later. We just had a wrench thrown into the plan, which I'm actually was gonna bring that up, not in the committee per se, but next when we do the other discussion, in the personnel committee. But, we have our service manager who has given notice, who has accepted another position and, will be leaving us. So that's going to slow down our ability to be able to, roll out to the towns as he's integral to our service department. We're gonna have to kind of start over and retrain.
Will be difficult. Right?
We started interviewing already, and so frankly, with the salary that's offered, I think we'll be able to find somebody, but not somebody with the experience that we're gonna want. It'll have to be a lower level that we'll have to train into. This person took 2.5 years to train. It's
Wow.
been here, and so it's not gonna be a fast process, unfortunately.
Yeah,
What happens, how can the state make you do this? as far as going with the new email address and everything. I mean, what could they do if even if the whole county said, no, we don't wanna do that. If it's costly, time consuming. And I'm not arguing that it's not maybe more secure, but how can the state make you do this?
Well, at the end of the day, the counties are creatures of the state, and they can be
Well,
created
other
and
than
eliminated
withhold
at any given
funding,
time.
you know,
Unfunded mandate.
withhold funding is always the biggest issue.
I don't disagree with the supervisor, but I guess at the end of the day, that could be their ultimate choice.
And she passed it all down, right down to the municipal, the town level.
Yeah.
A lot of things. put
Yeah,
together.
every municipality has.
It's almost like we don't need counties anymore. I mean, because you're just dancing to the tune of the state. It's almost ridiculous. I'm gonna protest somewhere. And don't be counted.
Any other discussion? Any other business? Okay, and the meeting is closed.
Yeah, go to the joint meeting.
Oh, you have to go to the joint meeting.
You're already there, so I need to call to order the personnel committee meeting for Washington County Board of Supervisors for the 22nd of April, 2025.
I should be a motion to go into executive session.
We have much for the executive session. We have a second. Harold, Charles, Dave, all in favor? Aye. Opposed? Carry. And Dean, we're going for what purpose?